This story broke yesterday, I believe. It might have broken the day before, but I think it was yesterday. And I wanted to talk about it, but I was concerned that this might be a setup to sucker alternative media channels. And I hate using that term, but, non-mainstream channels into taking a bait that could be used to discredit them later. So I wanted to let it percolate a little bit. And I've found Zero Hedge to be quite trustworthy and also pretty careful about things like this. And it's this story: Alex Jones to sue CIA after undercover report claims agency went after him hardcore. Now, there are differing views on Alex Jones. He's gotten some things wrong, but he's also gotten a lot of things right. And there's a meme about Alex Jones was right, about supposed conspiracy theories that turn out to be true later on. Apparently, somebody is on the record. There was an undercover investigation done, James O'Keefe style, where they got somebody who worked with the CIA. I think he was a contractor or a CIA officer. We'll see here in a second. We'll watch the video where this was a setup. And Alex Jones is planning on suing them. So, InfoWars founder and host Alex Jones says he plans to sue the CIA following the release of an undercover sting in which an alleged CIA officer claims that the U.S. intelligence community took his, that being Jones, money away to chop his legs off. And the undercover work was apparently done by an organization called Sound Investigations at soundinvestigations.com. And they recorded this pretty recently. It looks like it says it's March 28th, 2024. And the alleged CIA operative that they spoke to, Gavin O'Blennis, contracting officer, Central Intelligence Agency. The employee, a CIA contracts officer in San Diego named Gavin O'Blennis, tells the undercover journalist, "You can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do." Adding, "You set them up, you create the situation to where they have no choice but to act on their impulse," which goes back to what I was saying earlier about wanting to let this story steep for a little while before I dove into it and did a video on it. "And once they act on that impulse, some would call that entrapment." Well, considering that the CIA is not supposed to be operating in the United States, and it has no law enforcement function, that's beyond an entrapment. That's a big problem. So Sound Investigations posted this. Definitely check these people out, though. Soundinvestigations.com.
You can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do.
How?
You set them up.
Does the Bureau practice entrapment a lot?
And we get really close. We call it a nudge.
A nudge.
A nudge.
If this is for real, if he's not embellishing, and I watched somebody, when I first saw this, Luke Radowski of We Are Change cautioned everybody, and I agree. I would like to reiterate that you don't know for sure if this guy is embellishing. They're out on a date, and guys may embellish when they're trying to impress their date about what they're doing and what goes on with their workplace and stuff like that. So that is a possibility too. If the suit goes forward, we'll see what happens, but this is very, very interesting. And this is, if this is for real, this is pretty serious stuff.
Sometimes you just gotta give them a quick little, just to see what happens. Sometimes you light the fuse and just wait for it to follow. Nothing like putting out a fake social media thing to really get people mad.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, so we were after him.
You are?
We did what we wanted.
Which was what?
Took his money away. Chopped. Did what we wanted.
Which was what?
Took his money away. Chopped his legs off.
Gavin O'Blennis is a contracting officer at the CIA. O'Blennis worked for the FBI in 2021 and 2022 in the San Diego.
Oh, they've brought the receipts. Look at that. Immigration Services Analyst, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, December of 2022 to present. Before that, FBI full-time.
office, moved on to Homeland Security where he conducted asylum interviews at the southern border, and now works for the CIA managing multi-million-dollar contracts across government agencies and private sector
So apparently he's showing his date some letter that has CIA letterhead on it, but it's kind of blurry.
vendors.
I work for, how do I put this without, I'm not supposed to tell people kind of job. If I say intelligence, what do you think?
CIA?
Yep,
Oh, you work for the CIA?
I do.
That's incredible.
I'm a contracting officer. I used to work for the FBI, so they threw the FBI at me. They're like, here, you used to work there. Oh, I'm permanent. I'm
Good.
staff. Yeah.
Good. Well, why do they call it contracting?
Because I do the contract authority. I do all the legal contracts.
So I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I think you get the gist of it here. And you should visit. This is excellent. This is real journalism, ladies and gentlemen, what these people are doing at Sound Investigations. I've got their website up here, and they have this video top of their homepage. If this is for real, and it appears to be, this is very serious. And there should be serious repercussions for the agency and all the way up the chain. This is just my 2 cents, of course, but I mean, they're destroying a man's life for exercising his fundamental human right to free speech that's enshrined in the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. And these agents have to take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. But this appears to show just how seriously they take that oath. And what kind of impact has the Sandy Hook lawsuit had on not just Alex Jones, but on his employees too? I mean, this doesn't just affect him, you know. There's a saying that money is the root of all evil, or it's misquoted as the money is the root of all evil. The saying actually goes, the love of money is the root of all evil. But I'll go you one better. The root of all evil is not money. It's not the love of money. The root of all evil is actually the desire or lust for power and control over the lives of other people. And that seems to be on full display here, and your tax dollars are paying for it.